welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another indie show review. I am Dan, DpuizY, and we are going to be looking at Progress Chapter 181, Far From Ordinary People, coming to you from Manchester and the O2 Ritz Arena. And of course, you'll notice I said we are covering, or looking at, because I am not alone. I am joined by none other than the wonderful, incomparable, MOP himself, Mitch. Hello, Mitch.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I will start by saying my internet is a bit meh at the moment, so if I suddenly turn into a robot, I'm sorry. But yeah, good to be back. Glad to be back on the channel. I really love the show. That's my review. Okay, see you next time.
And of course, he meant the podcast that he loves, not the.
Yeah. Oh, obviously.
We only let
Just saying that's my review. It's finished now.
We only let guests on who praise the podcast. It's really censored like that.
Yeah, that's why there's like 2 guests at the moment. I'm joking. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So,
anyway,
as I said already, we're looking at Progress Chapter 181, Far From Ordinary People at the O2 Ritz Arena in Manchester. Before we get into things, though, I tend to start things off with this by talking about the area or the journey to the arena, or in the queue and anything like that before actually getting into the arena. So I think we both had fairly early starts to our journeys.
I left at 6:30. I was up at 6 in the morning. I left at 6:30 and got home at 1:30. And then I got somewhere to sleep at 1:30, and then got home at 9 the next day because everything went wrong.
I mean, we got delve too far into that side of things, but we definitely delve into the earlier part of the day.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want to or not. And of course, I'm similar. I think I left about 7 a.m. to get to London Euston, to then get the train to Manchester. So we had issues on the train itself. We were held up in Northampton for about 20 minutes. And of course, at the time we didn't realise it, but we were like, you know what, it's fine, we're going to get to Stafford, and it's going to be all okay. As we're getting closer to it, I look at the time on my phone of the next train, and it was like 10:25, I think, or something like that. And we're like, we're not going to make it. Like this is not going to get there in time.
Yeah, we missed the train by about 5 minutes and then had to wait for an hour.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we would have been queuing for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
If we got that train. So it's not all lost. We still had plenty of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out as well to Stafford train staff. The lady who helped us at the front desk was lovely.
Yeah, they were really nice.
But so yeah, we're Stafford for an hour. Got on that train from Stafford to Manchester, and then boom, we're in Manchester. And then we walk past the famous Canal Street, which had the
gay village.
Thank you. I can't remember the word that they used for it. They went through the gay village.
Oh, yeah, it was literally called the gay village.
Yeah. A lot of restaurants, little businesses, a lot of little restaurants, stuff like that were just hosting open setting for menus and stuff like that, so you can go and sit and eat and chill and whatever. So that was pretty cool. Then of course we get to the venue, and we get there. I think we are roughly about maybe 8-9 people in front of us, something like that.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
I think we got there about 1:15. I think
it was something like that
because we queued for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, and it was all going well. We're chatting to a few people, just on our phones for a little bit, just letting time go by, and then
chatting to security as they walk past.
Yeah, just finding out stuff about what to do essentially when we get to the front and all that, and we find out that there was a Shotzi meet and greet, and then they started coming in from the little side alley, and they were getting the first entry as well. So what was initially 8 or 9 people became near 30, 40 people. And then, to make matters even worse, after that, we get to the next part of the area before the doors. And then we're stopped by
Yeah.
security, and we're thinking at the time like this is because they want to just check bags, or they want to check name beforehand on the list, something like that, whatever like that, something like that.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We were like, oh yeah, we've got backpacks. Fair enough. We'll search the backpacks. We'll just go on our way.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what
No.
happened, or?
So we got to the front. We spoke to security multiple times when we were in the queue, just generally like chatting. And then we got to when we were about to walk in, and then got stopped and said, "Oh, just so you know, there's no backpacks in the building." We're like, "Oh, okay. What do we do then?" So then they said, "Oh yeah, you can take it back to your hotel room." I was like, "Oh, we just came by train. We got here today. We didn't have a room." So we ended up having to pay £10, and we had to walk like 15, 20 minutes to get to a hotel where we could store our backpacks for the day. And yeah, we weren't very happy.
Yeah, I mean that's
But,
putting it lightly.
I mean, I understand it. You know, with all the stuff that happened in Manchester, they have all these strict backpack rules now. I get it. But the issue was that basically we were on the guest list,
Yeah.
so we never had a ticket. We never bought a ticket from the website, and I'm sure they would have had the rules on the website about no backpacks, no this, whatever. And because we didn't have a ticket, we had no idea.
Yeah.
So it's not the venue's fault or anything like that. We had no idea because we got the guest list ticket, I suppose.
See, in a sense, I agree, but I do pin the blame solely on the venue. Not the venue so much, but more the security. In that they saw us multiple times in the queue, and at no point did anyone say to us, "Oh, just so you know, guys, you can't bring a backpack in," or, while the queue is not that busy, you guys, just you need to like put the bags away, or find somewhere to put them, or put them in your car because they don't know. Like put them in your car, put them in your hotel, whatever. And at no point we didn't get that. So that in itself was a very jarring experience.
Yeah, we were really excited to get on the balcony as well, but as soon as we got up to the balcony, it was just full. We couldn't get a seat anywhere.
Yeah, because bear in mind as well, like after we had left the queue to go find this place to stash the bags, like after us must have been easily another 100-odd people, like maybe like probably more than that.
Yeah,
like who were all gonna go in before
probably
us.
way more.
So we come back after going to the hotel and stuff and putting the bags and then whatever. We come back and we see there's practically no queue, and we're like, oh well, this is not going to go well. And as you said, we got up to the balcony area, no spots available whatsoever. You could sit at the back somewhere, but you can't see anything in front of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a great experience to start things off.
Luckily we found your friends and we stood next to them the entire show.
Yeah.
Which honestly I didn't mind because they were cool to talk to as well.
Yeah. We did have a spot initially, but I think we were worried slightly about where we were being activated.
Yeah.
We found it like a little...
We were standing right by the bar.
Yeah, so there was a side like bar thing that wasn't being used at the time, and we thought we could chill here and then just watch the show from here because it wasn't a bad view in all honesty, but it was.
I don't think there was a bad view in the building.
No, I don't think there was either. But yeah.
Well, unless you didn't get a seat on the balcony and just sat.
Yeah, but like.
But yeah.
As you said, like I saw my friends there. They were chilling out. They let us hang with them. It all went well from that side of things. But yeah, after that, the show started, so let's talk about the show.
Yeah, and I guess we've already kind of disclosed it. Because we did get the I guess the press pass, we'll call it, for the show. We did obviously get free entry to the show.
Yeah.
Thanks to Progress for that. We both really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For them, like, just doing that for us. But we all of our reviews and all of our thoughts on the show, they're ours. Progress haven't told us to say anything. It's literally just what we think of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just getting that out there.
Yeah, this is all going to be not brutal, but it's going to be honesty, and it's not going to be influenced by any other parties. This is purely what I think and what Mitch thinks about things that happen. Like we may even differ on opinion. You know, like we've not pre-discussed this stuff. Like it's just saying that we both attended together, both experienced together, and we have our own separate takeaways from it. I imagine, if not the same things, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, with that in mind, let's talk about the show. So, Progress Chapter 181. Far from all know people. Your commentary team, of course, Ollie Spring and the Nigerian kaiju, Warren Banks. My voice is going a little bit there, I don't know if you can tell. In the first match of the night, we had a singles match between Ethan Allen and the Super Strong Style 16 tournament winner for 2025, Man Like DeReese. What do you think of this one, mate?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Man Like DeReese. I'm joking. I bought his hat and everything, but no, I thought this was a good match. I was a little bit disappointed that Ridgeway got injured because it was supposed to be Ridgeway versus Man Like DeReese originally, I think.
It was, yeah.
But it's still a good like replacement in Ethan Allen, I think. And the match itself was quite good. Only went about 10 15 minutes, I think. So
yeah, absolutely. It was a short and succinct match. It was for me a great opener. Plenty of back and forth. We saw action on the outside of the ring as well, which is not that common in like an opening sort of match. At one point as well, Ethan was splayed out in the front row as the Reach topped his chest. But Ethan did of course hold his own as well, and through the pain he endured, and and showing that he was someone not to be messed with pure tenacity and wherewithal, though DeReese was able to come out on top and continue his hot streak of momentum following his tournament win for Super Strong Style 16 when he hit the 450 splash, following up with a pile driver for the victory.
Yeah, and honestly, it was pretty obvious that I feel like Man Like DeReese was winning this match because I mean he just won the championship. To me, it wouldn't have made sense for him to lose this match, especially because didn't he beat Ethan Allen in the Super Strong Style as well?
Yes, in the first round.
I think he did. He won. He beat one on the first night.
Yeah.
So I know this was kind of a rematch, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely a rematch of sorts that Progress themselves. But, they saw the chance to book it, and they were like, hell yeah, these two are gonna absolutely, tear the house down. So I can absolutely see why they put the match that way, and as to why you thought Man Like DeReese was obviously gonna win. He's got tons of momentum behind him as well, and that sort of momentum can take you so far forward. Like Ethan Allen, no disrespect to him at all, but he's not exactly had the hottest streak as of late. So it's very easy to see it in a way that Man Like DeReese had a huge upper hand, despite maybe not being as striker or as technically sound as an Ethan Allen.
Yeah, and I guess there's also one thing I would say about this match is that the crowd they didn't really have a favourite in this one because obviously Ethan Allen's from Manchester, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so even though I don't know, I don't know how to explain. Man Like DeReese was obviously, all the charisma, everything. He does all the rap at the beginning. People love him. And then Ethan Allen, people loved him as well. So
yeah, I think it's a mixture as well. Like you said, like the live crowd. Like you've got everyone loves DeReese naturally, And then Ethan Allen is, of course, not hometown,
Yeah.
but like home city. You know, like so naturally he's had some support there too. And you know,
Yeah.
like, at one point there was like, you know, fuck him up, Ethan, fuck him up chants. Like no one hid away from the fact that they were going to support Ethan or going to support Doris.
I'm pretty sure I was chanting for both guys at some point.
Get off the fence, Mitch. Pick a side.
Yeah. You did have a go at me for not picking a side a few times.
I did, yes. I like to pick someone. I think I was on the Ethan Allen side of the argument because I'm a Londoner, so I have no real stake in the argument between Birmingham and Manchester. So,
Yeah. Also, one thing they said on commentary is that only man like Doris can get it from Manchester to cheer for the Birmingham area code.
only him, and that's probably because you know he's the only person who does chant area codes, so it makes a lot of sense that way.
I suppose. I'm disappointed that when he does the Tiger Feint, it's not called the 0121. Instead of like the 619, it'd be the 0121.
I mean, you know, Doris, if you're listening, you probably not, but if you are listening, perhaps an idea for you. But yeah.
Anyway,
following that match, we go on to the second match of the night.
Are we doing match ratings or no?
I'm personally not, but you can if you want to.
Yeah, I'll say probably not for this one then. But yeah, it was a good match. I did enjoy the opening. No, I mean like that's what I mean. Like all the matches are already great. I don't feel like they need a 1 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's also not boring if it was like 3.5, 4, 4, like it, 5. You know, like it's So yeah, second match of the night is another singles match in a pick your poison situation, as Kanji took on the person that Nina Samuels chose for her, being none other than Lana Austin. Now, Lana, of course, being the character that she is, enters to Tina Turner's Simply the Best. And she is unknowingly accompanied by her self-proclaimed best friend, Holly Barlow. Hashtag Lally Forever.
Oh, Lally Forever.
For those who aren't aware, because I don't think Holly is active down south in the UK. There's an ongoing thing between Holly and Lana, where Holly is sort of infatuated with Lana Austin, proclaiming herself to be Lana's best friend, that they're tag team partners, and they're best buddies. And then this has now manifested itself onto Progress. And honestly, it works amazingly. The crowd respond great to it as well. Like Lally is over.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was gonna make a joke about like when you were saying that she's totally like, what do you say, like enamored or something, or something by Lana Ross. Infatuated. That's it. Infatuated by Lana Austin. I'm like, can you blame her? I'm joking.
But yeah. So.
But Lana... no, I mean this.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. So yeah, Lana comes out to Simply the Best, accompanied by Holly Barlow, but she's not aware of it. She realizes, and then banishes her into her corner to not be seen. And
yeah, she's just standing in the corner of the crowd, holding a sign above her head the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Like she was just there standing with a sign, and it was just like she was a fan, you know. So, but yeah, the match itself was great, and I think as well there's a level of concern when something like this follows a man like the recent Ethan Allen match, that it might not live up to expectations because it's it's the match following that match. But it didn't disappoint in the slightest. Lana is not afraid to bend the rules to her will, and Kanji knows Lana's tricks. because these two have got a feud that is etched throughout Progress history. Like, we mentioned it on the preview for this show. Like, Lana does get the upper hand eventually.
Wasn't...
But from that point on,
Yeah.
the match becomes competitive. And it's just like, again, it's just like 2022, all over again. The rivalry of these two is absolutely renewed at this point. There's questionable use of a chair that maybe should constitute a DQ, but I'm not a ref, I don't know. But eventually, Kanji's technical...
If only we knew a ref.
If only. Kanji's technical Strucker Press comes out and she nails Lana with a hidden blade and a Dragon Sleeper to finish it off. It was great. I'd argue I enjoyed it more than the previous match as well. And Kanji and Lana as well. But Kanji continues to show why, in my sort of mind, she is one of the best wrestlers on the Brit Wrest scene in general.
Because this was so this was my first time seeing Kanji. Like I said on the preview, I'm still really new to Progress. I've watched 2 shows before this one, but I knew of Lana Austin from the past few years in Brit Wrest, so I knew that she would be good. I didn't know anything about Kanji, but this was a really good match. I really like Kanji. A theme song keeps getting stuck in my head.
Yes, she Kanji.
It's like, oh my god, people were thinking. People were going to say, trying to think, can she beat Lana Austin? I guess yes, she can. She got the win in the end.
Yeah,
I think, has she beaten Lana Austin before? I can't remember if this was... Okay. I know there was one of the things online when we were previewing was somebody hasn't ever beaten someone. I think it might be the main event.
I think it was that Kanji... I don't quote me on this. I'm glad I was literally to the top of my head. I don't think Kanji has beaten Lana Austin in Progress. If you were to...
Oh, okay.
If you were to bring in every other company in Brit Wrest, these two have probably fought somewhere else in a different company where Kanji has beaten Lana.
Yeah.
I don't know for certain. But yeah, as I said already, Kanji wins via the grounded Dragon Sleeper after a frankly brutal hidden blade.
Yeah, this match was surprisingly brutal at times.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose that's just because I'm not used to these wrestlers. They might be like this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, these two definitely sort of are. Because they've got a rivalry as well. They've not really interacted at all.
Oh yeah.
Over the past recent years, but they were the big rivals back in the day, and just renewing it here. Kanji knows Lana's tricks. Lana knows Kanji's tricks. They both know each other's movesets. They're both very familiar with each other. And it was always going to be more of a competitive match where, Lana might bend the rules a little. But Kanji knows that she will. So Kanji just counteracts it. So...
yeah, she was waiting for Lana to cheat or bend the rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good match.
Yeah, fully agree. Yeah, I think, like I said before, I think this is better than the previous one. I think there's an issue. I think there's a slight concern when it follows a DeReiss and Ethan match, but these two just raise the bar further than DeReiss and Ethan did. So, following this, you won't have seen this, I imagine, but it was in the venue, but you couldn't hear it properly. There was a video from Progress Proteus champion Paul Walter Hauser. That's right, the guy from Karate Kid, Paul Walter Hauser. He says that he is ashamed that he hasn't been able to defend the title and not representing the title in a way it deserves to be. He had a scan and he has acute rib fractures and a hematoma to his arse. He announces that he will be defending the Proteus title at the Electric Ballroom in August. Now, Mitch, if a champion cannot defend their title for what has approximately been about 2 months, at what point do you strip them of the title?
I know usually it's 30 days. Like, that's what the unwritten rule is. It's like, oh, you've got 30 days to defend. Otherwise, you lose it. But I know it's probably a bit more difficult because I know he's an actor in America as well. He's in all these shows. He might not have had time to wrestle. But I feel like with like Progress fans, they probably want more from their champion. If I had to say that, if it's kind of like in WWE, people don't really like part-time champs. I'm not calling him a part-time champ, but it's been 2 months, and people probably want to see either the match itself or, honestly, at this point, somebody to just take the belt off him. If I had to guess.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and more on that later.
Yeah.
So after that, we then, as you remember in the venue, we got a full-on advert for the upcoming Naked Gun film. Why?
Yeah, we did. We were very confused.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the film will be great, but
yeah, it's just it didn't feel in the right place. Maybe because the Auschwitz, I think, is a cinema of some kind. So maybe they're gonna have it airing there. Maybe, I don't know, but to me it was just a weird place seeing a full-on film advert.
It was a weird advert.
Like, seeing Paul Hauser is weird enough, but at least he's got context to be there on the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just a film? Like, Liam Neeson's not going to be on Progress. Like, no one from the film is going to be at Progress. It's like...
Well, you never know.
Look, if Liam
Neeson will be your next Pro Year champion.
If Liam Neeson appears at the bleeding August show, I'm going to lose my mind.
But yeah. I thought that was the tag match, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So the third match was for the tag team titles. We had the challengers, Lycos Gym, that is Lycos 1 and 2, taking on the champions, Sunshine Machine. You know, Mitch.
Sunshine Machine. Sunshine Machine.
The greatest team, TK and Mambo, Sunshine Machine. They're, of course, the champions.
Yeah, you actually had a TK. Is it TK Cooper?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you had his shirt on.
I did, yeah. Absolutely. I am not one to shy away from having my favourites, Mitch. Like, you're wearing a DpuizY hat right now. Like...
Good point.
Like, right now, I'm wearing, Jay White. But that's regardless.
Yeah. So, this is the first time I've seen both these tag teams. I saw the end of the Lycos Gym match when you were reviewing it, or like live reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw the end of that match because I just woke up. So, this is the first time seeing them, and I know they've got history. Both these tag teams, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've said that, like, they had a really good feud, and I was a bit surprised with the result of this match. Like, I wasn't... Well, you'll probably get more into it, but I wasn't expecting Lycos Gym to win the titles.
Yeah. And I think you can hear it on the VOD, and you definitely heard it in the venue. The reaction to Lycos pinning Mambo and getting the 1, 2, 3, like, that got an audible sort of gasp from the crowd.
Yeah, and then a really loud cheer after.
Yeah. I gasped, but I cheered after, because predictions-wise, I had Lycos winning anyway. So, for me, it was like another point on the score. Hell yeah.
But yeah, this was probably this was definitely the best tag match that I've seen in person. Like, it
Oh,
was such a good tag match. So many like double team moves and great teamwork from both teams.
mhm.
Just the beginning of the match when one was it Lycos one was the one with the mask,
Two.
or Lycos two? I can't. The two. So there was a spot at the beginning, the very beginning of the match, where Lycos two went over the top rope, landed on the apron, and then was it Mambo who just jumped, literally jumped and landed on the top rope, just staring at him, like sitting on the top rope. I was like, how? If I did that, I would break my neck.
I mean, that's
I
just.
wouldn't even make the top rope, to be fair, if I did that.
I think that sort of, like it just explains or shows how experienced they are as wrestlers as well.
Oh yeah, both these teams are great. I know. Was it? Is it Nikki gave me a Sunshine Machine wristband, wrist thing?
Yes. Um,
It's one of the people gave me a
I
Sunshine
don't know who gave you
Machine
that one in particular.
wrist thing.
I got
One of your friends.
Where'd you go? Okay, well, it was there somewhere. I can't find it right now. So I do normally wear it, but I forgot to put it on today. I was given a lovely bracelet from Nikki, and also that's penciled in Nikki from the Penciled In podcast. Go check them out because they do great stuff on the independent scene in particular. But
Yeah.
also, if you're interested in just learning about accessibility needs for different venues, they've done a literal full-on survey of different venues across the Brit Rest scene across the UK, where they literally point out, is it good for wheelchairs? Is it good for crutches? Is it good for disabilities? There's so many good things in that guide. Like, check it out if you have, accessibility needs, or someone else who does. Like, because wrestling is for everyone at the end of the day, and no one should be blocked from experiencing it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, yeah. So
Yeah.
I got a bracelet from Nikki.
Yeah.
And I got one from a person who I'd not met before, but shout out as well to Almost Odiana, who makes these amazing little bracelets, like these little crafted bracelets. I do have one somewhere over here on this desk, but I don't know where it is. For Cooper, it says like Headbutt Messiah on the 2 levels of it.
Yeah. I love that nickname, by the way.
Headbutt Messiah. What about Chuck Mambo's one? Dairy Free Bruce Lee.
I don't know Chuck Mambo's one. Yeah, that's a good name as well.
But yeah.
Honestly, this match was great.
Yeah. So getting into the match from my side, the previous one, match between Kanji and Lana. This is another reignition of a rivalry from days gone by in history of progress. They've clashed in a division more times than I can count. Lycos 1 is the reason why Chuck Mambo couldn't keep his hair long back in 2022 when they had a mask versus hair match, which Mambo lost. So Lycos I had to completely shave his hair bald. And also a period of time back then when Mambo had just really short hair, like a buzz cut sort of hair. Pardon me. Of course, times change, and these teams have, since and at this show had a respectable tag team match, and there was nothing besides some great tag team wrestling until towards the end of the match, which is what I'm getting into now. So TK Cooper was knocked off the top rope with a Spanish Fly Arabian Moonsault combination from Kid Lycos 2. And he rolls to the outside, Cooper. Lycos 2 then follows up with a tope on TK. During this time, the refs distracted with Cooper and Lycos 2 on the outside. Mambo's in the ring, and Lycos 1 hits a Psycho knee on Mambo, which knocks him out cold. And then
He wasn't the legal man, was he?
he wasn't. But that's not. We'll get to it. Then Lycos 2 gets back in the ring, and both Lycoses hit Chuck Mambo with a double brainbuster. And then from that moment on, Lacos 2 pins Mambo, and Lacos 2 do champions. Now, Ollie Spring, on commentary, mentions that he saw Lacos 1 remove something from his knee pad. The same knee that he hit Mambo in the head with. For the knee.
I never saw that.
Neither did I. The referee knows about it, nor does the cameras. So this is purely just Ollie Spring saying that Lacos loaded his knee or something, because he might have wanted Sunshine Machine to win. So he's a bit biased in commentary. I don't know. Either way, Lacos 2 is also not fully convinced of a straight victory either.
I mean, it's a weird thing to say if it wasn't seen.
Yeah, because no one on the VOD and no one of officiality, like the referee, saw this happen. Saw this, supposed loaded knee. So, I mean, obviously, this is just a podcast. Like, the odds are people involved in this won't see this ever. But I think he's innocent, Lacos 1. I didn't see anything in that knee that looked weird or out of place. I didn't see him remove anything from a knee.
Apart from hitting the knee when he was the illegal man, there wasn't anything wrong, really. There was no, I didn't see him put anything.
But also,
or anything like that.
Like, it's not out of the ordinary to see tag teams do this sort of thing, where both men are in the ring, sort of thing, when they're not meant to be. Like, every team does it. Like, Lacos 1 was just
every tag match ever does that.
Exactly. So Lacos 1 was literally just taking advantage of a situation. Mambo was distracted. Lacos took advantage of it, and hit him clean with a knee, and it knocked him out. Simple as. Lacos 2 came back in. Double brainbuster, 1, 2, 3, new champions. It's clean as a whistle, straight as an arrow. Like, I don't see any issue with it. I know a lot of my friends, people I know, are big Sunshine Machine fans. I am too, but I do like Lacos too, and I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it was a very straight affair here, and Lacos Jim are tag champs now, which I'm all for, by the way, as well, because they are a great tag team.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great tag match in general. I would have been happy with either team walking away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was great. Probably match of the night so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm tired between this and Kanji and Lana, but yeah, at this point, yeah.
For me, this is match of the night so far, at least.
Fair enough. So after this, we go into the fourth match of the night, which is another singles match in another Pick Your Poison affair. As Nia Samuels takes on the person picked for her by Kanji, who is none other than the one person that was constantly advertised for the show. Shotzi, fucking Blackheart, the Indy God. Or, maybe the Indy God.
One of the Indy Gods.
Yeah, depends who you ask. But yeah.
This match, I was looking forward to seeing Shotzi.
Yeah.
It's just a shame she broke her arm before the matches.
I think that there was a fair bit of, maybe even a lot of, concern beforehand about the match, because Shotzi did announce on social media that she had broken her arm, but she was still going to appear and wrestle at the show. Now,
which is just crazy.
Yeah, like, many of us, myself included in that, thought there was going to be a replacement announced. And in fact, I even saw a wrestler who's based in the Midlands hanging around who wasn't on crew. Like, so I saw her hanging around. I assumed she was going to be the replacement.
Yeah, you mentioned it to me when we were queuing.
Yeah. Shout out Alfie. I just saw her hanging around. She saw me and knew that I recognised her, but
But yeah, this match, it's the first time I've seen Nina Samuels wrestle, and I know Nina Samuels is great.
Mm-hmm.
This match, I feel, would probably have been a lot better if it wasn't for Shotzi's injury. Like, it was a fine match, but I feel like it was severely held back by the fact that Shotzi couldn't use one of her arms.
Yeah. So, yeah, Nina wins, of course, with her Starstruck maneuver, which is the fireman's carry thrown into a knee. Think a more elaborate go to sleep. That's the best way I can describe it with someone who's not familiar with the move. As you said, this is a great match. And not to take anything away from Nina Samuels, because Nina is fucking great. I love Nina Samuels. She's so good. I think the main...
Oh, she's so fun to watch.
I think the main takeaway, though, for a lot of people here, is that Shotzi not only turned up, not only wrestled, but put on the level match that she did with only one functioning arm. Like, I would argue she wrestled a better match than some people do with two fully functioning arms.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was still better than most matches I've seen. But for me, I think it was probably the weakest match so far, just because, like, everyone was so good already, and it's kind of difficult to go up against that if you've got one person that can't really do much with one of the arms. But it's still a good match.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think as well that Shotzi held her own, and honestly, if she wasn't wearing the cast, you'd have a hard time noticing the fact that she had a broken arm. Like,
yeah,
she wrestled basically as if she didn't have the cast on. To move on to Nina though, because Nina absolutely deserves her own spotlight. Nina showcased her gruesome ability to pick apart someone, and the cast and arm was a very clear target for Nina. And she took it apart move by move as the match went on. The match became more and more of a formality as time went on, and Nina kept focusing on the arm. And while Shotzi held her own, Nina had her eyes on the prize, and she got her win eventually.
Yeah, Nina was great. I still think she did a great performance. Afterwards, didn't she? Oh, I almost forgot. Rio was on commentary, wasn't she? Or was that the main event?
That was the.
I know Rio was there.
That was the 7th match of the night.
Never mind. Don't worry. I'm on the wrong match already. But I mean, I thought she was. I thought it was her. But
I don't think she was.
I know. Oh no! I remember what happened now. It was after the match, Nina was going to do more damage to Shotzi's arm or something, and then Kanji came out to make the save. I knew it was an after match something. I just couldn't remember which match it was, or I got the two matches swapped around. But Kanji came out and she done like a great promo on how Shotzi was great for showing up and all that and yeah, it was a good promo, good way to, I guess, go into the interval as well, like a good match.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah,
fair.
And obviously builds to 182 in a few weeks.
Yeah. So yeah. Following that, of course, it was the interval, but we do get a backstage promo from Nina Samuels first. She claims that the Nina Samuels show will be getting renewed and getting a second season, as Nina intends to chase after the Progress Women's Championship, Progress Women's World Championship. So, does that throw a spanner into my predictions for the next show? Yes.
You think it's going to be a loser leaves Progress, don't you?
No, it is. It's been announced as that. It is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So, in my head, I
don't know if it's been announced or not yet, but that's what you were saying.
In my head, I can't see Kanji losing because it means so much to Kanji. But at the same time, it means a lot to Nina as well now. And I didn't realise that she had her sights set on the world title. So, that could be an inspiration for her to do better.
Yeah, honestly, I would like to see that match though of Rio versus Nina Samuels or whoever's the champion. I would like to see that match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
probably mispronouncing that name, by the way.
I'll be alright. Um, so yeah, following this, we go into the second half of the show, and I will introduce the matches, and I will let you lead after that on these ones because I've done the first half,
Okay.
so I'll let you lead on the second half. Um, so
Okay.
for fifth match of the night, we had a fatal four-way match, as we had Charles Crowley taking on Adam Maxted, Jack Morris, and Simon Miller.
Yeah, and I was looking forward to this match mainly because of Simon Miller. I know, probably a bit of an odd call, but Simon Miller was the person that got me, I guess, back into wrestling, got me into it more, especially indie stuff. So I was really happy to see him wrestle finally. And I know Adam Maxted was a last minute addition because Ethan Allen got added into the first match. So yeah, this was this, I'm pretty sure this was a number one contenders for Proteus, was it? I can't remember.
Not officially. Miller is
No,
chasing
but
it, and so is
you'd
Crowley
assume,
to an extent.
yeah. But I feel like you'd assume that whoever won in this match would be going towards the Proteus belt.
Yeah.
And so it started off with, I guess, normal Charles Crowley shenanigans, doing some magic, or asking if people wanted to see some magic. Got quickly interrupted by Adam Maxted just drop kicking him in the back or hitting him in the back, or quickly, like, I guess, establishing that Maxted's the villain. And people, I don't think people at Progress really like Adam Maxted that much. Like, he's great, he's a good wrestler. I feel like they just don't like him that much. But
yeah, I mean, I think that's
this was a good.
That's a fan perception thing. In that he comes from, like Love Island fame,
reality TV, and
yeah, and people don't typically tend to connect with that sort of thing. And that's just what it is.
I guess a similar problem with Simon Miller as well. Like, he came from the YouTube fame as well.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but also they've worked long enough now. He's worked multiple years at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like he's earned his spot to be on these shows.
Oh, I'd say he has.
But yeah. But this match was just complete chaos from like beginning to end. They had it started off with literally just a bunch of suicide dives all over the place, and there was a spot where there's a Tower of Doom at some point between Maxted and Jack Morris, and Simon Miller got, I think, Jack Morris in like an electric chair kind of move, and yeah, just kind of, it looked awesome to watch, being in there, seeing it happen. And the match kind of ended where I think either Adam Maxted or Charles Crowley was going for a spear or trying to jump between someone's legs. But I think there was a slip up because Simon Miller ended up, I think, just kicking Crowley in the head as he tried to jump over him, or kneeing him in the head, accidentally, of course. And Crowley ended up winning this one.
Yeah.
It was it was complete chaos, this match, like you'd expect the Fatal 4-Way to be. And honestly, I think it was a lot better than people would have thought it would have been.
Yeah, that's fair. I think as well, like if you have this sort of match, you definitely invite a bit of criticism from the fans, because it's not going to be taken as a more serious kind of match. Because it's not like, putting shade on anyone here, but these four are what's the word, accomplished competitors. Like Charles Crowley, we all know is a great wrestler and a great character worker. We know Adam Maxted is also a good character. Like he builds off of his reality TV fame, and he works off of that. Summer Miller, of course, has the journey of
Obviously,
being, you know, a wrestling YouTuber to a wrestler. And Jack Morris, of course, is a phenomenal talent from Japan who, you know, grew up in the Scottish scene, who raised himself on the Brit West scene in Scotland, which is insane. But yeah, as you said, the end of the match came with Crowley pinning Maxted, stealing the pin from Simon Miller following Miller's spear on Maxted.
yes, that was it.
So it was always going to be a bit of a chaotic match. Like, 4 very different personalities here. You've got, you know, they all clash, and the match itself personified each personality. As you had no-nonsense approach of Jack Morris, you had the banality of Charles Crowley, the ego Adam Maxted, and of course the heart of steel from Simon Miller. And Miller being so close to victory as well, but having it stolen directly from under his own nose, goes on to further, you know, tell the story of his redemption as he tries to regain the title he lost in Vegas.
Yeah, he's been feuding with Charles Crowley for a while now, and I think they're wrestling again at 182 in a singles match.
Yeah,
which might be the end of their feud once that's done.
I mean, I doubt it, but
no idea yet. I doubt it, especially. But yeah, I think that match will be great as well. I think it'd definitely be a very different style of match.
Yeah,
that you usually see at Progress. I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this was a good match to get us back to get us hyped after the interval.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd say.
You had what was I say? We had the next show. That's it. What's the next show in July? Stay Humble, chapter 182. We'll see Miller taking on Crowley in an official number 1 contenders match for the Proteus title, with the winner fighting Paul Hauser in the August show in the ballroom. So after this, we get a backstage promo from Adam Maxted, where he says that he doesn't care about wins and losses. He wanted the crowd to be on his side and accept them as one of their own, but they didn't, and they never did. And he pleads to go ahead and talk about himself and how the fans will never be on his level and never understand or appreciate what it's like to be Adam Maxted. And then says his catchphrase, "Don't hate, appreciate." Following that, we get another promo between Miller from Miller, where he complains about Paul Hauser and not picking up the win here. He then says that the win was stolen from him, which prompts Charles Crowley to appear, who literally pops up from the bottom of the screen rather than the side.
Damn it! What was he doing down there? I don't want to know.
I don't know. Like, he's got a very interesting past, so we don't know what he was doing entirely, and we're not saying that he was doing anything, but
God damn it! I'm sorry.
I wasn't even going there.
I just thought it'd be funny to say. But
yeah, no. He comes in.
I guess that's building towards to stay humble.
Yeah, he confronts Miller, and then Miller's like, "You cheated, you know. You low blowed me and you threw me out the ring." And then Crowley's like, "That's not something a twat would do."
Hey.
I am not a twat. I'm Crowley.
I would be on the topic of that. Hang on, I remember the funniest thing from this match was everyone chanting "twat" at Crowley, and then as soon as Adam Maxted got up on top, everyone was chanting "twat" at him.
Yeah.
I loved that so much. I was like
with Crowley,
I don't know why.
With Crowley, it's a term of endearment. With Maxted, it's a term of hatred.
Yeah. Like I love Charles Crowley.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just so funny.
Honestly, who doesn't? At this rate, who doesn't hate Charles Crowley?
Simon Miller doesn't.
Sorry, love. I'm not hate. But yeah, so Crowley attempts to throw a punch in the promo. It's blocked by Simon, and then Simon gets his face and challenges him to a match where whoever wins will be number contender for the Proteus title. And that's been confirmed for the next Ballroom show in July. Chapter 182, Stay Humble.
Yeah.
So yeah, following that, we go on to the 6th match of the night. Charlie Sterling taking on RPD.
Yeah, this was I think RPD's Progress debut.
It was.
And honestly, I was quite impressed with this match. It was quite I guess a lot more story. I guess something. It felt more like they were telling a story. I know I'm breaking kayfabe. I'm sorry, but this was a lot of RPD going for like strikes and Sterling trying to avoid as many strikes as possible. Because I don't know if RPD has like some martial arts background or something, or some kind of boxing background. He looks like has. I'm not 100% sure because honestly I didn't really know anything about RPD. The people next to me seem to like him, but
yeah, I mean the people that you're with are very familiar with RPD because he wrestles a lot in the to us the northern scene. He wrestles a lot on smaller indie shows and stuff like that. But as far as I'm aware, he's got a fighting background, hence why he dresses like a boxer, like the way a boxer would dress.
Yeah. And I know it was quite funny because Sterling was very big compared to him, like very tall, and seeing him like duck away from RPD that's throwing strikes at him, it was so funny to me. I don't know why, but yeah, this was a pretty good showing from RPD. Unfortunately, didn't come away with the victory this time. Sterling got the win. But I think a pretty good showing from RPD. I think maybe we'll see more of him in Progress in the future. Sterling, I think this was his return match as well, if I remember correctly.
He was in the Super tournament. He was a semi.
Oh, never mind. He's still
finalist, I think.
Oh, I know he wasn't in. Was he in Progress before that for a while? I know.
So he was part of a tag team called the Smoking Aces with Nick Riley, and Nick Riley retired earlier. I think it was maybe last year, was it? I think, or maybe earlier this year. I can't remember the exact date he did it. But since Sterling has been by himself, but he's not been away or anything like that, I don't think.
Oh, well, I guess. Honestly, I'm just learning my history from reading the show.
Oh, maybe
here, but it just says like returning, away. So I don't know. But whether he was away or not, a good win from Sterling. Probably see more of him in the future as well. Back again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I quite liked seeing Sterling wrestle. I think he's quite a good wrestler.
Yeah. So yeah, on to what I think. So yeah, Charlie wins with the Smoking Ace Crusher, which is a key crusher for those who are wondering. As you alluded to already, this is RPD's Progress debut. I believe he's from the local area of where the show took place in Manchester. So you got a big reception like that as well. But tonight was just not his night.
People loved him.
Yeah, tonight was just not his night though. This is my time. This is my first time seeing RPD in ring, and first time seeing him in general wrestling. I gotta say, I like his style. It's a bit of grappling, mixed with striking, with a more focus on strikes. One of the key parts of the match saw RPD attempt a running strike against Sterling on the post, but Sterling moves out of the way and RPD strikes his hand, full pelt on the ring post. So while Sterling didn't focus on the hand, he could have, but it also enabled him to take control of the match. But after that moment, RPD didn't really get control of the match again, and Sterling just controlled the rest of it, to be completely honest. After the match, Sterling offers a hand of respect. However, he just pushes RPD down instead. And apparently that is the closest sign of respect you'll get from Charlie Sterling.
I guess. He shook his hand for all of a second before throwing him to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, and RPD, of course, gets the Please Come Back chance from the crowd as well. So, as you said, I think we'll be getting more of RPD in Progress in the future. Maybe not in London. I don't know. It depends on his ability to travel to
The
and forth.
situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But RPD will definitely be in the northern shows, I guess. So after this, we get 2 more promos backstage. We get Shotzi Blackheart, who's standing out on a street somewhere, talking about Matt Cardona, claiming that he's not the only indie god anymore, and that it is now Shotzi's namesake, and she's gonna keep it. And you may not be aware of this, Mojo, Mitch. Sorry. Where it's been announced on GCW that I think it's in November. I think we're getting Indie God versus Indie God as Shotzi faces Matt Cardona.
Oh.
So that's gonna be a
interesting.
fun one. That's gonna be a very fun one. Not obviously in America, so I can't go to it. But
not with that, I'm joking.
that attitude. We also get an RPD promo backstage where he thanks the crowd for their support. He says that it makes him feel like it's the beginning of something very special for him in Progress. So yeah, following this, we get the penultimate match, another singles match between Holly Barlow and Alexis Falcon with Progress Women's World Champion Rio on commentary.
Yeah, this was another debut as well of Holly Barlow, like wrestling debut in Progress at least. She how do I explain it? You could tell Alexis Falcon was probably the more experienced, and she basically controlled a lot of the match. There was a few moments here and there where Holly was getting some bits in, but it was mainly Falcon just basically just staying in control the entire time. And then near the end of the match, when Barlow, this was quite a short match, that's why I'm not really going too much into it. But near the end, Holly Barlow got back on top for a little bit, and she did some move, ended up sitting on the rope.
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly what it was. And then Lana Austin came out. Yeah. And just obviously Holly Barlow is infatuated with her, couldn't keep her eyes off Lana Austin on the stage. And then Falcon ended up hitting some kind of, I guess, DDT kind of move off the rope and just basically finished the match there. Was it like a DDT? It was kind of like a
I've got it.
How do I explain it? It's kind of like a Sister Abigail DDT.
Yeah, so it's called the off of her head.
Yeah.
It's a rope hung twisting DDT.
That's it. It was kind of like it was definitely that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they after the match, Rio came down as well, and I think they were gonna start. Did they come around? I can't remember. I know Falcon and Rio ended up next to each other.
Yeah.
And then Lana Austin came into the ring, and I think she was gonna have. It looked like she was gonna have a fight with Barlow, but they just ended up having like a massive argument in the ring, and they went to the back.
I mean, yeah, that is pretty much it. You know, with Holly and with Lana, it can be very combustible. That's the word, combustible.
It's a very one-sided relationship. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. But yeah, as you said already, it was a Holly Barlow's debut in Progress. A very short match as well, in all fairness, which probably just speaks more to Falcon's experience in knowing how to end the match quickly and take advantage of someone who is not as experienced, perhaps, in the ring, like a Holly Barlow. One note I've got here is that Holly enters to Blondie's "Call Me," which I remixed at the time. They call me to Harley.
Yeah.
I've never seen her
Uh,
wrestle ever, but I've got this custom thing for her already. Like,
okay, fair enough.
but yeah, as you said,
But yeah,
Alexis
it was
wins.
a fun match.
Yeah, fun match. It was just really short, which is something that I didn't necessarily
Yeah.
think was going to be the case, I guess. But again, it just speaks to his experience, and it seems that we're going to be getting Alexis and Rio in the near future. Maybe Alexis and Lana in a match of some kind. Maybe Holly against Lana at some point. Who knows? Holly and
Do you
Rio.
know what'd be funny? I would love to see a tag match, Lally versus Rio and Alexis Falcon.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that'd be funny.
Hell
Just
to
based
yeah.
off the interactions off this show,
Yeah.
that would be a fun match.
Absolutely it would. Absolutely. I am fully on board with that. So after that, we go into the main event.
So I've got nothing to add to that now.
No, that's fair. After that, we go into the main event of the show, a singles match for the Progress Men's World Championship. Challenger, Cara Noir, legend of Progress Wrestling, the longest reigning Progress Men's World Champion in the history of the company. And that's like a company that's like in 2012, a 13-year history. And Cara Noir is the longest reigning men's world champion. Taking on the champion who's only beaten him once, and in a weak, maybe even fluke way, Luke Jacobs.
Yeah, this match was always going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Just the history that they have. Obviously, Jacobs never getting a clean win, we'll say, over Cara Noir. And you could definitely tell like how heated this rivalry was. Obviously, Jacobs is from Manchester as well, so he had all the crowd on his side, which I don't know if that's common or not, because I know people love Cara Noir, but this match felt different, like because everyone was on like Jacobs' side. I feel like
if,
like obviously there were still cheers for
everyone. There was always to be cheers for Cara Noir. I think, as you said, the element of it being in Manchester added to the fact that Jacobs got cheered. I think if you put this match in a London crowd, Cara Noir's getting cheered more.
yeah. But the crowd for this match was unreal. Like how loud they were. Basically the entire match.
Mm-hmm.
There was chants, it was probably one of the best wrestling crowds I've seen just for one match. Just how into it everyone was.
Yeah.
And honestly, very well deserved as well. This match was great. It's definitely. I mean, I'm still new to Progress. I had no idea that everything was going to be like Strong Style, which is silly because it's literally they're a Strong Style company. I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean,
but well, I had a rough idea, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they've manifested and they've embodied what is traditionally known as Strong Style, and they've developed it into their own their own formula, because they still have a wide variety.
It's like their own version of the Japanese Strong Style.
Like the wide variety of characters and styles. And stuff that isn't. Not everyone hits, stiff elbows and forearms and punches and stuff like that. Like there are people who have fun in their craft.
But this match was just pure Strong Style, technical. It was very technical, very stiff. And yeah, this match was amazing. And I mean, I don't want to ruin it because you can probably explain the match way better than I can.
I mean, so this match, like, how do I explain it without saying sexual? This match invigorates the wrestling fan in a person. Like, you haven't even got to know the history of these two to understand that this is a big match. Like, you see Cara Noir's entrance, you think this is a big deal. You see Luke Jacobs' entrance, it's not as flamboyant or theatrical as Cara Noir, but he means business. He's here to, kick ass, take names. But to those who understand it a bit more on a deeper level, he's there to
finally win.
Exactly, he's there to avenge, the win that wasn't really a win. At least to him, it wasn't, because he hates that victory. Luke Jacobs, he hates that he had to win via a tactic that he had to employ on a distracted Cara Noir. Like, he was practically passed out. He was dead weight on Cara Noir's shoulders.
Yeah, he won by just basically collapsing on top of Cara Noir.
Yeah. And
which isn't the nicest way to win a match.
No. And that is something Luke Jacobs felt deeply. So to him, he had a lot riding on this going into this match, that he wants to win. And he wants to win definitively. And when that bell rang, like, people were already hyped for this match before the bell even rung. Like, the level of anticipation in the room, and the VOD can't pick it up because that's just natural for cameras, that they can't pick up the level of anticipation in the room. The room falls silent. Like, the bell rings, everyone is quiet. Like, these two in the center of the ring, just staring down each other. Like, it is cinema at its best. And when the action does finally get underway, these two go to war. And multiple times, I was convinced that that move ended it, or that submission, or that that submission was going to end it. Multiple times, I was like, he's going to tap, he's going to pin him, he's going to knock him out, count out, like, anything like that. I was convinced of it because they do such a good job in the ring of just beating the everlasting shit out of each other, to be completely honest. They
yeah.
This is a love letter to wrestling. And to what wrestling is, and to what wrestling should be. If I was doing match ratings for this would be a 5-star match. Like, this...
Oh, definitely.
I think this is better than the match they had at Super Strong Style. I think it's better than the match they had during COVID. I think it's better during, like, the other match they had. Like, this is...
I think...
Hang on.
With everything in this match came together to make, I guess, the perfect finale to this story.
Yeah.
It might not be the finale, but for now, I would say is. But everything, the crowd, just the story going into it, the match itself, everything in this match made it just the perfect ending for this.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
And even the match ended with well, not even ended, but Cara Noir, and they're hit each other for like 25 minutes potentially at this point. And it ends when Cara Noir stands up and just puts his hands behind his back as Jacobs hits like his massive clothesline. And we thought, oh, that's got to be it right there. But even then, Cara Noir kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as soon as he kicked out, Jacobs got him in a sleeper, and the match was just over. Cara Noir tapped out. He didn't even pass out. He gave up.
Yeah.
And yeah, this match was just perfect.
Yeah, I didn't sit. I stood in the venue and watched this match be the absolute best match that I have seen in a Progress ring, in a British wrestling ring. Like, I'm not even sure in how long. Like Progress has a good number of like fantastic matches. This is legendary. Like I think people will go forward years in the future and remember this match in particular.
Yeah,
Like this,
just the entire story as well of Jacobs and Noir. Like Jacobs never winning, always Noir always having the upper hand or somehow managing to get the win, and then finally being able to beat him clean as a whistle.
mm-hmm.
It's just the perfect story for this kind of match as well.
Yeah.
Like I know I've only been watching Progress for like 3 shows, but like doing a little bit of research into these two people in this match, I really felt it going into this.
Yeah.
And just the match itself did not disappoint.
No, it did not. No, it did not. And honestly, like I was, as I said, I was already standing, but I would have given that a standing applause, like a standing ovation. Like that was fantastic. Again, if you guys watch this, you probably won't. Cara Noir, Luke Jacobs, fucking bravo! Like you guys put on a hell of a show, and if I'm being completely frank, I don't want you two to fight again now, or at least not for a while, because I don't want anything to tarnish that memory of this match. But yeah, thoroughly good match, thoroughly good show, and yeah, I think we said already, but Luke does get the definitive victory with the body sleeper, famously a move that Cara Noir uses to incapacitate his opponents. As you said,
Same move that he used on Jacobs to make him pass out on the last show as well.
Yeah. As you said as well, like Cara Noir literally gives up himself to allow Jacobs to hit him and knock him out. He does that with the lariat. He pins him, 1-2, kick out straight into a sleeper, and then Cara doesn't pass out. He taps out, which just adds to that level of definitivity. Was that a word? Definitiveness.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
I always prefer a tap out finish to a pass out finish.
That's fair.
To end like a storyline.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
That's just me personally. Because if he just passed out, you've still got the whole I didn't quit.
Yeah.
But Cara can't say that. Like he tapped out.
Yeah.
And yeah, this feud should probably be over for now.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future,
I think
they'll come back to it.
I think it is over for now because Luke Jacobs has other fish to fry. In that this was not the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because despite after all that, there was still one more thing to come. And that was, of course, Man Like Doris.
No.
It kind of changes the mood a little, doesn't it? When there's the big fight, the victor's there, the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Doris comes out. Basically, they're teasing the match coming. We don't know when, but it's coming. Doris gives him props for beating Cara Noir, for overcoming that demon and finally get that definitive victory that he needed. And then Luke, who you'd assume is going to be receptive to it, be like, you know what, thanks, man. Can't wait to face you. Whatever that will be. Instead, he turns on Doris and literally you ain't beat me. You're just a nobody. You're just someone who can't get a job done. And that is all part of Doris's story. We mentioned Simon Miller's redemption and stuff like that, but Doris has a redemption story as well. Like, he is known as the guy who can't get it done by himself. Like, he is known as the guy who
Yeah.
can't achieve the goals. So it's him. This is him battling his own demon. This is him going after Luke Jacobs, who is the current world champion, who is this current beast, who you can't defeat. Like, and coming out on top potentially, maybe not. We don't know. But for DpuizY, that story is gonna be him trying to beat Luke Jacobs, and they somehow shifted the gear from Cara Noir and Luke Jacobs to Luke Jacobs and Man like DpuizY in no more than maybe 3 to 5 minutes. No more than they changed that gear straight away, and it made you excited
the crowd,
for the future.
Like after Jacobs won. Yeah, I was saying as soon as all this happened, the crowd went from cheering Jacobs for winning to straight back onto Man like DpuizY's side, like literally like that.
Yeah,
and it's amazing what a good promo can do as well.
Yeah,
like, it was a really really passionate speech he done. There was a few moments where the crowd kind of ruined it, but like every time he said, "I believe," somebody next to me yelled out, "Indro Hendro."
Yeah, I mean,
kind of annoyed me a bit, but
drunken arseholes aside,
the promo himself was great.
Yeah. This is.
I had to just put that out there because
this was a great show. Something that I'd recommend that you go out your way to watch on VOD, on demand, Progress Plus, or Triller TV Plus, and just check out Progress Wrestling, because like I will be the first to admit I was on a bit of a bit of a cold streak with Progress, after like 2023, something like that I didn't really tune into their stuff. I didn't really watch their stuff like until like 25 again, and I didn't really get back into it. Like I wasn't that interested, in all honesty, like in Progress itself. But they turned me around. They
and like with.
God.
I was just saying, like with me, this is the first Progress show that I've seen live, and I have to say I'm a fan. I probably won't go to Manchester again just because all the travel nonsense and the stuff. But whenever I can now, I want to go to some of the London shows because I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan of this now. And obviously, I knew of Progress. I knew they were one of the big British companies out there, and I know they probably went through a bit of a rebuilding phase after a lot of the big names went to like other companies I won't name. But I feel like Progress is in a good spot right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It absolutely is.
Honestly, if you guys have the time, you should definitely watch Progress Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Like I said it already, but like Demand Progress Plus has every show on there. Triller TV Plus, I'm not too sure what that has. In honesty, I don't really use Triller TV. I use more Demand Progress Plus. But like, if you really wanted to, you can go back to Chapter 1 and rewatch every chapter of Progress history. Like every show, it's also not hindered by like a weekly TV thing. Like every show is, quote unquote, a chapter, and there's been 181.
Yeah, you don't have to tire yourself out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to tire yourself out by watching weekly like some other companies, like all the American shows. But you can just watch Progress once a month or twice a month if it's on twice. But
yeah.
And honestly, I think that's great. Like all the shows build into the next one, so.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also good shows that you can just watch as a one-off as well. Like if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like each show has its own kind of story, I feel like.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, it does. And
yeah, so you don't have to be completely in the loop to get like with me, like yeah.
And
I'm
just
just being honest there.
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, and just to throw it in perspective as well. The next show, Stay Humble, chapter 182 in London. There's currently three matches announced. I'll do more in an actual preview for the show, but to give you an idea, we've got an Atlas World Title match between Axel Tischer and Mike DiVecchio in a tables match. Like this is like for you, Mitch. This is like
That would be great.
two bigger men in a tables match. We've got
Yeah, I know of Mike DiVecchio.
oh fair. We got of course the loser leads progress match between Kanji and Nina Samuels. Big stakes there. We have got a single match between Gene Money and Will Cruz, which all builds up from their story as well, of Will Cruz being like the adoptive son of Gene Money and Cesar Martina. And of course the match that was most
Yeah, and they
recently
have
announced,
the Simon Miller Crowley.
that's not official yet, but probably will be. Yeah. We have.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
We have Rio defending the Progress Women's World Championship against Rain Leverkusen.
That'd be a great match.
That absolutely will be, and I will be front row at that show because there was no way I was gonna miss the show. Like there was something I could have gone to on the same day, but I've chosen to do this instead because it's too high profile to skip out on. Like I can't miss Nina's last match in the UK potentially, or in progress at least potentially, or Kanji's last match in progress. Like I can't miss that. But yeah, that is what's coming.
Honestly, if I had the time off, I would love to go to the show, but I have to work, unfortunately.
Boo work, boo.
I need to quit my job so I can go to Progress. I'm joking. That's a horrible idea. Don't do that. But yeah, if I had the time, I would definitely go to the show, but unfortunately can't. I'll probably watch on-demand Progress on the internet.
Progress Demand Plus, but yes. Yeah, absolutely. If you cannot make it to the shows for whatever reason, you can watch it on demand. Progress Plus. They air the shows on there live for free, so you don't even need to be subscribed to the platform to watch it live. To watch it on VOD, you do. I pay for it and stuff, but the price is worth it. It's like I think $7.99 a month, something like that. But you get access to every show. Watch it on the VOD. You can watch it whenever you want to watch it as well. Like they don't get taken down. So, as I said before, like every chapter is on there, and you can watch every chapter if you really want to do that. But that is enough shilling out for the company. This has been.
We've been recording for like an hour and a half. Jesus Christ.
Yep. I said to you I had it been more than half an hour, but this has been
Yeah, you said it'd be half an hour.
This has been a show review for Progress Wrestling Chapter 181. 5 more people. I have been Dan, DpuizY. Mitch, where can people find you if they want to find you online?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. It'll be TJ Mitchell Pro Wrestler. It's down there, or PW. Sorry, not Pro Wrestler. You know, because I'm training to be a wrestler. I thought I'd get it ready, but yeah. Also, I might have a link tree in the description. I don't know if I've sent it to Dan or not, but it might be in there with just a bunch of other socials.
You probably have. It's probably on there.
It's probably on there. If not, I'll try and find it.
Yeah, no worries. And everything, as Mojo has just said, will be underneath the description as well. So, once again, if you like the video, please give it a like. If you dislike the video, dislike it. If you want to comment, share it out to your mum, your dad, your pets, your grandparents, your friends, whoever you want to share it to. Share it to them and get interaction going, because every little bit of interaction helps the channel get along so much. And all of it is appreciated. I will try to reply to every comment. that comes in, good or bad. So, yeah, with that in mind, please as well follow the different media outlets above my head here and Mitch's head. Instagram, HCW Show, Facebook, HCW Show, Twitter or X, HCW Show, and Blue Sky, HCW Show. Twitch is also a thing, so is TikTok, but there's no room for those on the screen. But yeah, that has been it. I am done. I have been Dan DpuizY. I've been joined by the wonderful Mitch or Mojo, and this is it. Goodbye. Go away. You're done. Go. Shoo.
I can leave now. Okay, bye.
Live your life.